What's going on, everybody? My name is C4. Welcome back to the channel, and today we are here for episode 28 of our Madden 26 Vegas Raiders franchise mode, and we have the biggest game through 28 episodes, through 4 full seasons, is right here for us today. AFC Championship game against a rival. Not a natural rival, not a rival that the Raiders had when we started this series, but our worst losses, our most disappointing losses, have come against the Jacksonville Jaguars and this 10-7 team, who every time we've played them, their run game has been unstoppable and Trevor Lawrence has been unstoppable. They're coming in with a top 5 defense to boot. I see those ratings up. 23rd in points, 24th pass yards, 17th rush yards. It is not going to look like that when we step out on the field in this championship game. They are going to move the football, and it is going to be very annoying. But for us, we win an absolute shootout in the divisional round against the New England Patriots, 48-30, in a game where Kyle Clary played like Tom Brady, and it was perfect. 384 yards, 4 touchdowns, and wish there was a little bit more defense being played. We have built an 89 rated defense, but it feels like time and time again, the only thing that's showing up is our elite S tier, one-of-a-kind, 96 overall rated offense. This is an offense that is a juggernaut. This is an offense, however, that is not going to be at full strength as we have multiple injuries. We have no backup quarterback. Well, we do have a backup quarterback. It's famous Jameis, but we don't really have a backup quarterback. And our starting right tackle, Charles Grant, 89 overall, is going to be gone. And we're going to be going with a 71. It's not great. Or we have Estes here. We could probably actually go with that. Just looks a little bit better, but a little bit concerning. Because they have Josh Hines-Allen. They have Trevon. Like, they got legitimate pass rushers who are going to take advantage of that matchup with us being undermanned on the offensive line. The Jags this season, Trevor Lawrence has been good. 3,600 yards, 31 touchdowns to 4 picks. Just a super efficient quarterback. And if you played any bit of Madden 26 and All Madden, a super efficient quarterback with already the state of the game, that is like the worst thing you can run into. Their run game, they got Bashal Tootin. I don't know where. They must have let Etienne walk. Etienne was the guy that was giving us big trouble last year. But, they just got Bashal Tootin. Oh, so it's just probably, the fastest running back in the game we're going to have to deal with. No worries at all there. Did not have a 1,000-yard receiver, but again, the playmakers still exist. Travis Hunter is an absolute stud. Brian Thomas Jr. has height, weight, speed as any wide receiver that exists. And I remember when we played them in the regular season, this guy was unstoppable. This Henderson guy, their tight end when we played. Actually, let me go. We played them in week 10. And it was until the fourth quarter we could pull away. A very, very tightly contested matchup. Kyle Clary, 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, 78% completion percentage. Trevor Lawrence, 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, 78% completion percentage. The run game, Jeanty, they did not have Bashal Tootin. He was out injured. So it was just Trevor Lawrence, who, again, the most annoying, more than Mahomes, I remember Bo Nix early on in this series was really annoying to go against. I think it's been Trevor Lawrence. So I feel like we've played the Jags every year. I think if you're tallying up the all-time win-loss of this series, the Jags are still ahead of us. Travis Hunter, 9 catches, 131 yards. This stupid tight end, Henderson, over 100 yards. And this was like one of those ones, I was pausing it. I was like, okay, how come I literally have the best tight end in the league? And this guy, who's I think he's high 70s, mid-high 70s, was unstoppable. Defensively, not a lot of defense was played in this matchup. But, the big players showed up. 2 sacks from Maxx Crosby. Derek Hall, double-digit with a sack. 2 sacks, Josh Hines-Allen, and Trevon Walker with a sack. PBUs, that could also be the difference in this game. And, we beat them 3-2 in the PBU department. That shows up again. I think we'll have a good shot at finally making a Super Bowl. Our ability loadout, we're going still with, the best of the best, the heavy hitters. Field general, O-line buffs, especially this week with the right tackle situation. Island Kings, load the box, aerial suppression. Try to play a little bit of defense, I guess. And as we've done all playoffs, no training. Do not want any additional wear and tear. I don't care about the XP at this point. I want everyone to be fully healthy. I want my defenders to be able to win foot races and not just magically be super fatigued, especially in the second half of this game. Now, there's sometimes in series like this when you make a Super Bowl, you don't want to win the Super Bowl. You get in these situations where, could this be the year? Because, historically on this channel, when I've won a Super Bowl, that's usually when I end this series and do something else. And I do have a new series, The Undraftables. a franchise where I can only use UDFAs. I think that's going to be pretty fun. But I made a promise that if we do win one Super Bowl, I will not end this series with Vegas. Now, I'm not saying that I'm going to try to win multiple, but I think I would definitely try to run it back and win a second one at some point. This team's very special. But there still has been a vibes that I've felt. I don't know if I truly believe it or not, where it's like, okay, you know, losing's not the worst thing. Another year to rebuild the team. Another year to get better. I'm kind of feeling like this is the year. This is the year that's like, let's get it done. Our team can't be any better. Right? We're looking at those free agents that we're going to have to decide about. We're going to be losing guys now. We're at that point in time of the rebuild where good players that we like, good players that we've grown and developed, you got to make tough roster decisions. So I think when it gets to that from a rebuild standpoint, and you view this as like we're in year 4. So if I'm just doing like a regular rebuild, more often than not, around year 4 is when I expect my team to start competing. So this is the year. Balls to the wall. It is time to at least make a Super Bowl. Again, if you are just recently tuning in, we are playing with the house rule that we can only call a play once. So we don't want to use all of our meta plays too early. Let's see. You got to keep an eye there on 72. New right tackle going up against Josh Hines. Allen got to get the ball out quickly. And that right here, look right here. Not quickly at all. 3rd and 5. I mean, honestly, that is within our field goal range. We can't get this. We'll send Mitch, 85, in motion here. See if we can get him matched on the linebacker. Oh, we do. That's just simple pitch and catch right there. I'd love to get this maybe to Jameson Williams there. If not, we can get into Mitch Howard. We got it. J-Mo right in front. Oh, it's a tough grab, and he brings it in. He's definitely been the least consistent pass catcher on this team. If someone's going to drop a pass uncharacteristically, it's him, which I guess makes it a characteristic. Uncharacteristically based off of his catching stats. That is a big-time grab for the speedster that since he's been here, honestly, we've just been developing him as a little bit more of a technician. And that's for his benefit. Injury here on the Jags line. Because when you're that speed guy, the first thing that goes when you get up there in age a little bit is your speed. So if you can kind of like, what the hell is this? Free play! Oh my God, we had... Dude. Jameson Williams is wide open. I mean, can we get him in concussion protocol? I just declined that penalty. What the fuck am I gonna wake up first thing in the morning. Oh, God damn it. Okay, I'm gonna try to cheese this one. I need this first down. I absolutely... So I just missed a wide open touchdown and then accidentally fucking, oh my God. And then Jeanty's hurt. We'll give him a little bit of chance here. Maybe let's just... Can I just restart this game? You guys never seen this. I'm telling you, man, this tight end is juiced. There's something going on here. PBU, holy shit. Told you, I think whatever team gets the most PBUs, and if we just toss that first drive up as an absolute mulligan, I think that's the team that's going to win the game. We just got Bayshalt. You know what? It's our fault. I made a commitment. I saw some couple comments. We're going to be running next defense all game. And I told you, one of the self-imposed house rules is this first 2-3 seasons, probably say the first 2 seasons of this franchise, we almost ran stunts every single snap on defense. And then we'd have, you know, insane sack numbers. So I was like, all right, maybe we can just not abuse the stunts. We're going to be stunting. Someone call up Birdman Little Wayne. We're going to be stunting on our daddy next drive defensively. But if he can't go, if he's going to be kind of coming in and out of the lineup, we have so much faith in Keaton Mitchell to be that game changer for us. We watch Bashal Tootin. Keaton Mitchell might be, the second fastest running back. And then for short yardage, every now and again, to give him a spell, we can feed it to the Shermanator. 3-time Pro Bowl fullback who's just looking to make plays. 2nd and 7, we're going to send Howard in motion. Love to get a maybe free up the tight end, Brock Bowers, which we did get. He gets a step. Oh, love to maybe reach out there. But here could be the issue, man. If we don't have a lot of Jeanty, short yardage is definitely not Keaton Mitchell's strong point. This could be tough. You know what he can run? Why is it Shermanator? Can the Shermanator run the C4 special? Yes, he can. Let's go, fullback. That might be the first ever fullback C4 special in channel history. Where were you when that happened? Take note, this is a historic moment. Darnell Washington just blowing up the guy that probably would have brought him down for sure. Let's go. Oh! Tyke Smith! The free agent from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And they got an injury that might be Charles Cross at tackle. That might be their best lineman. And it's Tyke Smith, who's barely been on the field. That was a luxury signing. And I think, honestly, looking at our pending free agents, probably could have done without, all things considered. And it's Tyke Smith. Doesn't even get a replay. That's his first as a Raider, like anything. And then we immediately, oh baby, big momentum shift. Keaton Mitchell untouched. This Jags defense is rattled. This Jags team is rattled. The one thing we've never been able to do against Trevor Lawrence is force turnovers. It's always 80% completion percentage plus, 4 or 5 touchdowns, no picks. And in a game where our first drive was disgustingly bad, we needed something like that. We had to get our get back, and it's Tyke Smith making the play. Oh, nice little slant there to Travis Hunter. Oh, I love this thick pin. A tight end on Travis Hunter. Sick. Well, we'll just let Maxx Crosby. I don't know if that'll go down as a sack. Should. Looks a seatbelt. Oh, yeah. Thick pin biting on that. 3rd and 7. And we are going to throw Maxx Crosby here. See if he can put this 3rd down play. Oh, look, man, we are down in the trenches here, depth chart wise. Why is Pauly? Rookie safety's on. And he's running with the tight end cheese. And a nice PBU by DeAndre Levy. And where's this defense been? Oh, another mesh. Now, I don't love using all these meshes right now because they're going to be gone. But a huge drive here to get 2 scores. I mean, it's worth a look at that. Whoa. Best tight end going. D. Oh, no. And it's the fucking rookie. I jinxed it. Literally, I just had to mention Jeanty's not out there. Brutal. Wow. Got a nice little blitz. Pierman coming off. Linebacker blitz. I mean, if we can hold them to a field goal, that's not the end of the world. But I do want to watch the clock. I'll let it run for that one play. But if we get another stop here, I think we might try to take a timeout and see if we can get aggressive. we go. Play that one pretty safe. We'll use a timeout. You know they want to go to that tight end. We'll bring down Travis Hunter. 4th and 6. Hold him to a field goal, and we get the ball to be super aggressive here. 1 minute offense. Come on, baby. Shit, that guy's fast. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, bitch. Jerry and Joe, that's a good guy like reverse hurdle by Saquon, and you get put on another poster. Your mom's running out of wall space. All the posters you're getting put on in your career. First dead on the. Okay, we need touchdown here. Still got another time. Okay, we got no timeouts now, but 27 seconds. Let's go stick, because I believe that's a Thornton slant at the top. Throw away if we don't have it. Oh. Had to try to lead there because that linebacker. 3rd and 2. Can still get a first down. Maybe if we take long enough, we get this to Jameson Williams and he can run out of bounds. Or we just give it to Jameson Williams and he runs into the end zone. That is as clinical. That is as clutch as we can get, knowing the Jags get the ball to start the second half. But I guess the strategy now within the strategy, because of house rules, we use a lot of good plays there that are not going to be available to us in the second half. Oh, man, no pressure. Great job by this Jags O-line. Man, this is perfect a drive they can ask for. Ooh, that's that annoying tight end. He's down. He's holding his knee. Ooh, we don't love to see that. Push off. No. I mean, perfect drive for Jacksonville. Start this second half. They're going to go for 2. All right. Makes sense. And their tight end is back. Needs to be known that Ashton Jeanty's not back. Oh, I thought we were going to have something there. The best return man in the league. But now we give the ball to the best quarterback in the league. And the best offense in the league. And we are playing, we got that mulligan there with Clary, with his X Factor enabled. So there's going to have to be one super aggressive throw that needs to be had on this drive. Check down. Nice, huge, just decapitating hit on the rookie running back that fall. Maybe that will wake him up. Just rattle that brain a little bit. 3rd and 9. They were doing the Calvin Johnson approach, putting 2 DBs on Dante Thornton. Dude, oh! Oh my God! It almost didn't matter. Fuck. Take the points. Make sure we lock in here. Missing that early field goal. I mean, we should have 3 more points. I don't miss field goals. Our kicker doesn't miss field goals. Need a punish. That has to be punished. Terrible drop pick by Pyramid. Trevor Lawrence couldn't have thrown it anymore. Like, literally, it was one of those ones, it was such a bad throw, it probably helped out Trevor Lawrence. Oh, my God. All right. Hey, if they're going to score, at least score quickly. Get my dog shit defense off the field. Come on, Mitch. Jackson, you don't want this to turn to a shootout. Get that block, get that block. Let's go, 2-4. Originator back out there. 1 yard, buddy, out of the eye. Second touchdown for them, and let's go for 2. And he does the, we bring the boom. We'll go smash. Again, this is another one of my favorite plays, and we're using it now, but it would be huge. Give us that 7-point, and we go right there to Dion Winters. Perfect drive, brother Raiders. Perfect response. Did you expect anything else from this offense? All right, we got a 3rd and 8. This really could be where the whole game shifts. If we can get a punt here. I think we win this game if we get a stop here. If not, I think it could come down to the wire. That's a high throw. What are you doing, Trevor Lawrence? Punt. Running out of nice plays. Go shallow cross. Sure, 3rd and 3. Cash in the cheat code, doing what he does best. Oh, baby. See ya. Told you. Get a stop there. We're going to win the game. Kind of cooked me a little bit. Luckily, we had safety help, but he's able to get it to Travis Hunter. Good throw. They're in a no huddle here. I don't like this. Can't really love the personnel that we have out there. Oh my God, dude. Dinked right off his fucking helmet. How about this El Paso 4-man stunt? The streets are going to be talking about this El Paso 4-man stunt. The streets! Get in him! No! Paul Lamau, who doesn't, that might be his first snap all year. Probably just got us in the Super Bowl, but fuck, man, go in the end zone. Ball in the 2. Go. The killer. Jeanty is out. He hasn't been playing this whole game. It ain't much, but he'll get us out here on the 1. Let's see if these cocky bastards are still gonna look. They're still just trying to press us. But give me that. Oh, Jeremy Chin. Done. 3rd pick of the day forced on Trevor Lawrence. Counting the regular season, that is the 6th interception by the veteran safety, who I need to remind you, in the offseason, there was many commenters in chat of over 700 people being like, hey, trade him. We don't need Jeremy Chin. He just got us in the Super Bowl. We get 4 picks. A nice little sack. Ended with a sack. And it's Bryce Kirkland, the nose tackle, throwing Trevor Lawrence to the turf. And the Raiders, after 4 long years building a super team, are in our first Super Bowl ever as a Madden franchise. Been a very long time since the Raiders have been in a Super Bowl. It's been a very long time since the Raiders have won a Super Bowl. And it's our defense. Like I feel like the last 9 games we've played, I've done nothing but bitch and moan and complain about our defense. And today, the biggest game, we get 3 interceptions on Trevor Lawrence. You know, you eliminate those 3 picks, it's kind of what we expected. Almost 400 yards, almost 70% completion percentage. Both quarterback, that's the difference, man. You can't, I think, you know, honestly, for how costly a lot of those picks were, this game might not have been close if Trevor Lawrence didn't throw those picks. Kyle Clare was great. Our run game, shout out Sherbinator for stepping up. Down Ashton Jeanty for 90% of this matchup. These boys rallied. Obviously, Burns came in and fumbled it, the rookie. But we were able to steady the ship after a horrific opening drive. Dante Thornton doing what he needs to do best. We just got him in that contract extension late season. He's playing peacefully. Peace of mind. Focusing and playing his best football. Defensively, Thigpen, 11 tackles. We get a sack from Kirkland. Sack from the rookie safety. Remember, there's a little bit of controversy when we selected him in the draft. And the interceptions here. Palomau and Ty, like, 2 guys that barely ever, like, do anything. Tyke Smith and Palomau getting interceptions. And then our league leader, Jeremy Chin, getting number 6 on the year. As the Raiders were in the Super Bowl. Finally. Still a lot of work to get done, but it feels nice to be at the show. And look at that. As we celebrate making the Super Bowl, we got old sexy Brian Dable over here. Trying to gas up Kyle Clary a little bit. He wants to do something special for him. So if you think if I wear a tighter shirt, he'll love it? Oh, he's getting him something he can flex, show off to the guys. He's going to get him a shake weight. Looking at the playoff bracket, it was a shootout on the NFC side of things as the 1 seed New York Giants take down the Cardinals. And it is the most predictable Super Bowl matchup. The 1 seed from the AFC against the 1 seed from the NFC. Look at how the Giants got here. Whoa. 5 touchdowns, no picks for Jackson Dart, huh? We got Scatabo, who's a monster. More rushing yards this season than we had with Ashton Jeanty. We got Tez Johnson. Malik Neighbors had 4 receiving touchdowns. We got Kayshawn Boutte as well, defensively. Abdul Carter had a hat trick of sacks. So this is a defense that kind of gets by on their studs. This is an offense that gets by on their studs. Their good players show up. We're going to have to do our best to make sure that does not happen. For us, I don't think we have a lot of, super expected dev trade increases, but we do have, on the offensive side of the ball, Jackson Powers Johnson, who won Lineman of the Year, is now up to a superstar dev trade, which is pretty sick. We might have to, let's lock in some abilities here. We'll go Run Protector, Threat Detector, and Natural Talent. If there's anything else that should potentially be changed. We can get to it because we'll start the drum roll here as we look on the defense. Any dev traits up or down? I think Chin X Factor's new. Damn straight, DB of the Year. Darian Porter, superstar dev trait, is also new. He's in a contract. He's pretty much the big guy in terms of all of our pending free agents. That's I think I'd re-sign him, but I left it open so we can all decide what's best. But I say that we can all decide as we get some nice upgrades here. We'll be able to make Kyle Clary an actual 99. The Super Bowl will be live streamed. I don't know what day yet. This will be something that I can't right now off the top of my head. I don't know what's going on this week. Did not expect. Not going to say not expect, but couldn't plan that we were going to win this game and make the Super Bowl, given that we've never been here yet. Socials, I guess. I will post on X. Today is Thursday. I assume we might be able to get to it at some point this weekend. Maybe, I won't be Friday. Maybe Saturday. Maybe Saturday. I'm trying to think if there's any good college football games Saturday that'd be pissed off annoying. But because this stream would probably turn into an off-season stream, I think win, lose, or draw, it's going to be Super Bowl off-season. Damn, that's a lot of green too on the Giants. Jesus Christ. So, I'll say Saturday, but I will lock in and confirm a date on X. So give me a follow over on X if you're not already following me there. Papa XC4. It's linked in the video description. That is where I'll post. Because for some reason, there's I used to have a community tab on this channel, which I loved. I'd share my second channel videos and all that stuff, get good traffic. Doesn't exist anymore. So that's fucking weird. Because that was my favorite, easiest way to communicate with you guys. So the next best one is over on the X. I will be posting, and when we lock in a stream date, I'm going to say maybe Saturday. If not, we'll figure it out. It won't be too long. I do have some rebuilds I want to get to. I'm going to rebuild the Dallas Cowboys. I'm going to rebuild the Colts before the end of this week as well. So make sure you stay tuned for the sub box. But that will do for me today, guys. Raiders are in the Super Bowl, baby. Let's go. If it is your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Smash the like button if you enjoyed. And if you're going to be tuning in to the Super Bowl /off-season stream. And until next time, it's your boy C4 saying peace out. Love ya. Have a good one.